Eddie Howe has admitted that the striker didn't notify him of his plans to train alone in Spain amid Liverpool's transfer pursuit. Well, Newcastle rejected a bid yesterday of £110 million plus add-ons. Howe accepts that he doesn't know what will happen next, but he hasn't lost hope that Isak will stay.
Well, obviously, I think from my situation, I am very much removed from everything that's happening back home. So I was made aware that there was a bid yesterday. That bid was turned down all before I even heard about it. So I think there's people back in England dealing with the situation. I really don't know what's going to happen next. But from our perspective, we still support Alex in every way. And my wish is still that we see him in a Newcastle shirt again. I think it's difficult because, as I said a second ago, you don't know what's going to happen from this point. There can be all sorts of talk of hypothetical situations. We can only deal with the reality. The reality is we had the first bid from Liverpool yesterday. I believe that was turned down. And from this point onwards, let's see what happens. I've got no idea of trying to predict that. In terms of trying to upset players and all that kind of stuff, I think from my perspective, we can only talk of our conduct and we try to do things in the right way. Look, signing players is always complex. We just try to do what we think is right. I can't talk of other clubs. That's not for me to say. Yeah, well, I know where he is really through the media. So I think from that perspective, it's difficult for me to go into any kind of detail. The situation is far from ideal and it's quite complex. So I think that's all I've got to say.
Well, Newcastle don't want to sell Isak. They value him at £150 million and they won't sell him unless they've got a replacement lined up. They've been linked with RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, and reports overnight claimed that they had moved ahead of Manchester United in the chase for the striker.
We're looking for the best players that we can get. Whatever our target position is, we're looking for the best. So I see all situations open and available to us. I feel that's the only way that we're going to get to where we want to go, which is to maximise, and it's quality over quantity. It always has been. That's always been the way that we've tried to work and the way that we've tried to recruit, and I think we've done it pretty well to this point. So it's been a challenging summer, as you know, because we've missed out on various targets for loads of different reasons, but we're still very competitive and we're still in there trying to bring very good players to the club, and that won't change till the window shuts.